Hey guys, I'm Jill Powell, and today I'm going to show you this beautiful eye look using all natural products with organic ingredients, non-GMO, cruelty-free, and you can get these beautiful eyes. So we're gonna start by priming her eyes. You all know if you've watched any of my videos that eye primer is super important. And yes, they do make natural eye primers. So this one is the Ilia Natural Eye Primer. So it just goes on kind of clear, and it's going to help the shadows stick and stay. And then that way when you blend, they're not gonna blend away. You won't have as much fallout, and it'll still be there at the end of the night. So if you're going out, you got your makeup lasting all day long. I'm using a flat synthetic brush. This one's by Makeup Forever. You can use your finger, doesn't matter, just put it all over from all the way from your lash line all the way up to your brows. Now for eyeshadows, there's quite a few options for eyeshadows out there. Tarte makes a bunch. I absolutely love their shadows. Burt's Bees makes some. Josie Maran has some. Just look for your natural brands. Like when you go to Sephora, a lot of times they'll have like the Clean at Sephora green little sticker on things, or on the gondola that you see with all your products out there. Or you can just research it, whatever is without parabens, synthetic fragrances and dyes, all those things. So this is a really cute Tarte to go palette. I love it because it's small. Look how tiny this is. It's got everything you need right in here. So you have all the colors that you can need. You can create such beautiful looks. So there's 3 with shimmer and 3 matte. So you can do an all matte look, an all shimmer look, a mixture. It's just so great. It has a little mirror and it can fit in your little pocket. So we're going to use the Tarteist, I don't know how they say it, Tarteist Pro To Go palette. I always love to grab kind of a small shader brush and then like a fluffier crease brush. And then I'm going to do one more bigger, fluffier crease brush. And then we're going to play around with these and see what we come up with. Okay. Where are you going tonight? What are you doing?
Out with my girlfriends. We're going to have some wine and just hang out.
Sounds like fun. So we are gonna do, what do we wanna do? I'm gonna do a little different look today. We're gonna make her look really pretty. This one is Hype, and it's like a champagne kind of gold color. And I'm gonna put this straight in just the center of her lid. I want that center to just really pop, but I'm not gonna go to the inner or the outer. I'm gonna do something else there. I'll show you in just a second. So just right in the center. Ooh, that's really pretty. So again, using that flat shader brush right on the lid, you can invert the brush, turn it upside down to prevent fallout, and just kind of press it all over. Get that right in the center of the lid. Now I'm going to take, this is a 217 by MAC, and I'm going to take Dominate, which is this beautiful cranberry color. I think it's going to look really awesome, especially with what you're wearing. I don't know if you're changing, but it's going to look great with what you're wearing. And we are going to go on the outside of the lid, pressing and blending at the same time. So I'm dropping off the color as low as I can go. I don't want there to be a blob in her crease, so dropping it off on the outside corners and blending up. I'm just kind of doing like a small flick to drop off that pigment right there. I'm also going to take the same color and do a little bit on the inner corner. We're going to just get this kind of fun look here. And I'm blending into the edges of the gold color we did on the center of the lid, so you get that kind of dimension. Same thing on the other side. So drop off in the outside corner of the lid, pressing, blending as you go, and blending into the edge of the gold. Again, this is MAC 217 brush. Grab a little bit more and drop it off in the inner corners. And pressing and blending as we go. So once you have all the pigment pretty much off of the brush, I'm just going to make this inner corner a little stronger. How's that looking over there? Okay, so now that I've done that, I'm just going to press and pull up to her crease a little bit here and outward. Now I'm going to take this really fluffy brush and I'm going to go in with this neutral color. It's called Crisp. This is just going to be her crease. So I want to create a little bit. She's got a strong orbital bone, so she doesn't need like a carved out crease, but I'm going to create a transition color. So we want to make sure that her lid color transitions up, and this is the way to do it. You want to do that with a matte, like a matte color. And this one is just slightly darker than her skin tone. So we're just going to blend that upwards. And this brush is really fluffy, so it's putting it on very gently. And I'm using kind of back and forth motions as well as some circular motions. And you'll see I'm bringing it up high, and I'll show you the reason why. You're going to take another small shader brush with Drive, which is this light color, like a brow highlight color. This one kind of has a pink tone to it, but we'll see if it works. We're going to go right under the brow. And it's a little dark. We might need another pop of color, a little light. So it's not in this palette, but we'll find one. I don't know where. We could do that gold color, I guess, but we'll keep it going. Okay, so a little bit of Crisp to blend out this crease here. Blend, blend, blend. And you see back and forth, circular motions, very light touch. Just to mimic the other side, I'm going to change it, but just to make it the same, we're going to take Drive up in this brow color. It was just a little dark for her, but I'm going to show you what we're going to do. It's okay. We can always change it. It's makeup. I'm going to do something else with the eyes, but I'm going to reverse for a second. I've got these awesome brow pencils by Josie Maran. So they're two-sided. So you've got a brow on one side and a highlighter on the other, which is pretty cool. So you've got your brow pencil over here with your beautiful color. And then on the other side, you have your highlighter. So we're going to take the highlighter. Which one do I like better? I think I like that. I think I like the first one, but let's see. They're about the same. I don't see much of a difference. Okay, so we're going to take the highlighter on the end of the Josie Maran, the Good Brow Fill and Chill Eyebrow Pencil, and we are going to draw that just directly underneath her brow bone. So again, we're sticking with all natural products here. Tarte does make a really pretty like bone colored shadow in quite a few of their palettes. I just don't have one on hand right at this moment, so we are going to be using this. But you can also just use any like matte or even a tiny bit of shimmer shadow in that natural family. So we're just drawing this right under the brow. This would be really pretty down the center of your nose too. I'm just going to give you a little tiny bit. You can even do it right here. Cupid's bow. It's just really subtle. It has this really pretty subtle natural shine. I like it. And while we're here, let's just give you some brow.
You might as well.
I mean, we're here. So you've got good brows. They're really pretty. You don't need a lot of help. We'll just kind of add a tiny bit. Just to perfect. I always like to take a brush and kind of brush through when I'm doing a pencil. It gives a more natural finish. You're not left with any if there's any waxy texture to the pencil, you're not left with any of that. So always kind of brush it through. I'm just going to give you a little bit in the beginning. And if you see, the strokes that I'm using are really soft, kind of like brow hair strokes. That's kind of how you get that more natural brow. That way you're not drawing it on too strong. I like that color. Yeah, it looks good. And I'm finishing by brushing the hairs upward because that's how you're going to get that most natural finish. So pretty. Okay, so we fixed that brow highlight. See, we can fix anything. There are no rules. So we're working with the eyes. We have a pop in the center. We have that cranberry color on the inner and the outer. I'm going to take this deep color, which is called Stylin, and I'm just going to add a little bit of Stylin. Again, she doesn't need a lot of crease because she's got the brow bone going on. So I'm just going to add this in the outer corner of the lid. This is like a small pencil brush, small kind of shader. Pressing it on. So anything small is really great. It's dense. And this is just going to create a little bit of dimension on the outer corners of the eyes. I did get some fallout, so we are going to dust it away before it settles in there. Don't settle. I normally don't get fallout, but that little guy wanted to fall out for me. Okay.
Us amateurs always get that.
Yeah. Do you do your eyes first before skin usually then?
No, but no matter what, I mean, I usually do them at the end, but then it ruins my...
Yep. A lot of times I'll do concealer at the very end.
That's why we need you.
Yeah. Or I'll do concealer at the very end just to like, fix any fallout. So I'm just bringing this dark color out a tiny bit. Just to the outer corners. Like I said, she's got the natural crease going on, so she doesn't need it brought up into the crease, but I'm just pulling it out a little bit. Yeah. Kind of creating like a smokier finish on the outer corners. Okay, and do the same thing on the other side. So kind of placing that in the outer corner, taking a clean blending brush and just blending. When I blend, I'm just really, really light touch. Like how light is my touch? It's almost like barely touching you. Yep. I'm just kind of pulling that outward. So I'm just taking that cranberry color, which was called Dominate, and I'm connecting the two corners. I just want it to be natural and not too strong with that highlight in the center. Go ahead and open. Yeah. So we're gonna move on to eyeliner, and you were saying how you have small eyes and you feel like it might close your eyes up. So I'm gonna teach you a couple different tricks. These are the Burt's Bees liners. They're gonna be really creamy. They're gonna glide right on. Sorry, I'm not looking at the camera. I'm trying to find the right brush. The right brush. Where are you at? There we go. Tiny little guy. We want this little tiny brush because that's what I like. So I'm going to start with a shimmery brown. So this one, it has like that kind of copper effect to it. Go ahead and look up for me. And I'm just going to like lightly dance along your bottom lash line. Because it has shimmer, it's going to reflect some light. It's not going to look so strong. You won't feel like your eyes are closed up. I'm not doing any in the waterline. I'm just going right underneath the lash line. And it's actually going to open your eyes up. So if you want to see, I'll give you a little mirror and you can see the difference. So look that eye and that eye.
Oh, wow.
You see how it opens it?
Absolutely.
That's what we're doing. And because, like I said, because it has that shimmer, look up for me, it's not going to be like harsh. It's not so dark, so strong. So we're just, again, dancing along that bottom lash line. And then you can take your little tiny brush, kind of give a little smudge, just to give a nice, soft, kind of diffused effect. It just like plumps up your bottom lash line and defines your eye without closing it up. So because we're underneath your lash line, it's just giving that rounded effect. I'm going your lashes in there. And then on the top, we are going to do a little bit of tight lining. So you may have seen this trick before, but I'm taking a black pencil. Go ahead and look all the way down for me. And I'm just going to lift slightly up. And it's going to tickle a little bit more to you. I'm going to go right into the roots of your lashes. Try not to move them. Let me get this guy started. Warm it up a little bit. There we go. So I'm basically going right in the roots of her lashes and coloring right into that root. So I can come in from the bottom. Go ahead and close for me, actually. I'm going to come in a little bit from the top, too, because I don't want to close up her eye. but I do want to get right into the roots. And I'm focusing more on the outer part of your eye. Let me just grab. Keep your lash, look down. Lash extensions looking pretty. Just combing those out. There we go. Yes. And close again. So you can come in from the top or the bottom. I usually go in from the bottom, but she's got lash extensions and I don't want to disrupt them too much. So I'm going to come in from the top on this one. I'm lifting up and getting still right in the roots of your lashes. So a lot of times you'll come from the underneath, but again with lash extensions, I don't want to disrupt too much of that. Go straight for me, there you go. Talking to your lashes.
Oh yeah.
You're like, huh?
I'm like, wait, what did I do?
Yeah, perfect. I am going to add a little thickness on the outer corners, so just look down for me. Open, but look down. There you go. No, you're good. So I'm going to just drag this pencil, kind of tilting it towards the side, just to shade it. I don't want a really strong line, but I'm going to add just a little bit of definition on the outer corners of her eyes. Her eye shape just allows for that really nicely. And again, I don't want to take up too much. Or take away too much from her eyes. So now I'm using the tip of the pencil to get it nice and black, right at the base of the lashes to make sure it transitions. There you go. Yep. And I'm just going to lift and shade a little bit in this outer corner as well. So we've done that darker brown in the outer corners already. So this is just kind of like melting into it. So just everything goes together. So go ahead and look down. Again, roots are actually close, you're right. Roots of the lashes, so I'm just gonna lift up and kind of press and wiggle my pencil right into those roots. Trying not to disrupt her lash extensions. But how much do we love lash extensions, guys? You wake up and you're beautiful. You're like, ah.
It's the only thing I
All
do.
those people blessed with lashes like this. I'm so jealous. I'm always like,
I know.
But now we can have them. We can wake up with lashes.
Yes. It's amazing.
And look down again. Yeah. And then on the outsides, remember we're shading a little bit so you can turn your pencil towards the side and press and lift. And just shade that outer corner. There you go. Beautiful. Okay, so again, we're shading. Let's see, I need a little bit on the top. So look down and out towards the side, actually. I'm just going to lift this inner corner, sorry. Try not to turn your extensions as I do that. If you have lash extensions, you probably know already, but take a clean mascara wand to comb them and to place them where you want them to go. Let's see. Yes. So pretty. Oh my gosh, I love it. Okay.
Love it.
I'm going to shade a little bit more on this outer corner again, just to make it more symmetrical. Very pretty. And with lash extensions, you don't do mascara, correct?
Yeah, not normally, but you're welcome to if you want. I mean,
Well,
I have to get mine redone anyway.
So normally,
I'm due for a fill.
so I do have an amazing lash extension mascara that I love. It's by one of the lash extension brands. So I typically would use that. It is not natural. If we are sticking with something natural, which I'm not going to do on you today, but I'm going to tell all of you about it because you might not have lash extensions. So if you want to stick in the natural category, there's so many mascaras to choose from. You do not have to just sacrifice on your mascara. You've got the black oil, the Josie Maran Argan Black Oil Mascara, which is awesome. I really love the brush. It lengthens, it separates. It's got this really awesome, like almost spiral / balls that just separate. And I'm a big brush fan of this mascara. I'm also a huge fan of the Tarte Lights Camera Lashes. I don't have it because it dried up. I do love it. I use it all the time. I actually use it on myself. I use it on a lot of clients. They have the Lights Camera Splashes, which is the waterproof version as well, which is awesome. I always use it on the bottom lashes because it won't transfer. So for any of you with flaking or smudging, try that mascara. You also have Burt's Bees has a really awesome Nourishing mascara. This one's the brown color. So any of you blondes out there that find that black is a little too strong, this one is also really great. It has that bendable synthetic brush, that plastic brush, so you get a lot of separation with these brushes. They do carry it in black as well. And then for those of you with lash extensions, I recommend the Extreme Lashes mascara. You can get it on Amazon. That's one of the best places, or anybody who does extreme lashes for their brand, a lot of times will sell it. The thing about a lash extension mascara, it does not have oil in there. So the oil is what breaks down the bonds, the glue of the lash extension, so you can't use oil, and then you also, it's hard to remove. So there is a special remover that you would use with this that they also sell, again, on Amazon or at your lash extension specialist, hopefully, but this is the lash extension mascara that I use on my clients when they have lash extensions. So we're gonna try this one. It's not natural, but because you have lash extensions, we have to use something that is safe for your extensions. All right, so I'm just gonna give a little bit of mascara. Since you need a fill, we're just gonna, kind of do a tiny bit. Look down for me. Open, but look down. There you go. And I'm not gonna comb all the way through because I don't want to make them too strong. But I'm just going to, this will be nice because it will put them in place and have them stay where I want them to go. It'll look really pretty. Let me see. So with lash extensions, if you want a dramatic look, you can go all the way through. If you don't, just do the base of the lashes and kind of get them styled to the places that you want. It's almost like hairspray. Look down for me. There you go. It's almost like hairspray. So you want to spray those bases and get them to stay, but you don't necessarily want to like accentuate the tips, because that's what's great about lash extensions is they look really pretty and fluffy and natural. I hope you don't mind that I'm saying that you have lash extensions, but it's
Not at all.
a lot of people have them, and it's a good learning.
Yeah. I'm proud of my lashes.
You're like, I was born with these. What are you talking about?
Yeah, these are natural. No.
I always
busy mom life.
Oh yes, 100%. Any steps that we can do to minimize microblading, lash extensions, whatever we can do. Any good skincare treatments so you wake up with beautiful skin. Oh, I am a huge fan of. Okay. I think we did it. And then for your bottom mascara, I will go ahead and use a natural mascara. So for the bottom, we're going to use the Josie Maran Black Oil Argan Mascara so you can see what it looks like. And we're just going to do a tiny bit along the bottom. We don't need a lot. And look up for me. I'm just going to kind of go right in those bottom lashes. So this will also, when you do bottom mascara, a lot of people skip bottom mascara. Do you wear bottom mascara typically? No.
I just don't remember.
Yeah.
Usually.
Yeah. A lot of people forget. But if you have smaller eyes, it actually opens up your eyes. It creates that effect of that open, sorry, little guy, of open eyes because it extends. It makes your eyes look bigger. So you said that that was one of your concerns was having, small eyes. So this is one thing that's going to also open them up. I did get a little smudge, so we're going to fix that. Go ahead and look up for me. Okay, so last but not least, I'm just kind of going over any areas that if I had fallout or if I want to fix them. This is just residual of the foundation. But we have to do lips. So we put what do we put on? Put on a little lip butter, little argan lip butter to hydrate the lips. And I feel like you've got a lot going on in your eyes. It's not too crazy, but it's definitely, yeah, it's definitely there. So let's keep your lips just really pretty. Sticking in the natural category, we've got these awesome Burt's Bees gloss lip crayons. I like to call them chubby sticks. I don't know why, because they're like a chubby pencil. So it's basically a chubby stick. That's what I'm gonna call it. So I have all these beautiful colors to choose from, but I feel that we have a lot going on with the eyes. It's not a ton, it's still natural and beautiful, but I wanna keep her lips pretty natural. So we're gonna go with this nude color, and it is called Sedona Sands. I wanna go to Sedona.
Yes.
I need a trip. All right, so Sedona Sands, we're gonna see what this looks like. Oh yeah, this is literally like your lip color. So pretty. So it's got a little bit of that mauve-y undertone, which in her lips you can see that she has, you know, some mauves. And you said the orangey undertones don't really look good on you.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you got to know your colors. You got to know what works with your skin tone, what works with your lip color. What I love about these, do you see how easy this is? So you can put this on in the car. Busy moms, we don't have time for like liner and lipstick and gloss, and then you kiss your kids and it's all over their face. So chubby stick, that's all you need. That's so pretty. It just brings everything together. It matches with the blush. You've got this beautiful eye going on. I love it. And if you wanted to, we can finish off with a little bit of powder. We didn't do any powder on your complexion. I do love to keep skin looking really fresh and natural, but if you do want to powder, there's everything from your Bare Minerals mineral powders. Tarte has mineral powders. Who else? There's so many brands out there. I'm like drawing a blank right now. There's also these Burt Bees, which is like a compact, which is really nice. It's like a mattifying powder foundation. So anything in that natural category, that Josie Maran has stuff. There's loose setting powders. There's a whole plethora. So whatever powder you use, I'm gonna keep you looking like this because I think that, you know, when we just want to be youthful and glowy, and she's got that going on. So do you mind if I don't powder you?
Not at all.
Perfect.
Yeah.
We're gonna stick with this. This is gonna stay. We did the primer. Everything's gonna stay put. So we're gonna skip the powder on this one. But for those of you that need to powder if you get oily, there's lots of options in your natural category out there. Thank you guys so much for watching. Just to recap, so for the eyes, we used that natural eyeshadow primer from Ilia. We went ahead in with the Tarte eyeshadows, which is so convenient, and that little to-go palette, so awesome. We highlighted the center of the eye. We did that cranberry color on the inner and the outer corner, neutral colors in the crease to blend, that darker color in the outer corners, and then we went in and tight lined the lash lines. We came in from the top because she had lash extensions, and we just tight lined to create just a smudgy kind of soft eyeliner effect. And then we did the brown shimmer eyeliner underneath to open her eyes up and to not close them, finishing off with a little bit of mascara and the brow, and we did the brow. Everything that we used today on Jenny is from the natural category, non-toxic, you know, organic ingredients, as natural as we can go to suit, you know, the lifestyle that you're trying to live. So for those of you that are looking for those products, I hope you found something. I hope you get to try something new in this category, and I hope you learned some tips. Thanks again for watching my video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Comment below what you want to see next. All of the products used in my video are also linked below. And if you want to see more, follow me anywhere at Powell Glam. Thanks again.